Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and it looks like one host of The View might actually get fired after this. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you are not watching us on YouTube, please visit that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica, and hit subscribe absolutely free. It really helps us out. Sometimes on The View, well, what am I talking about? All the time on The View, they can just go off the deep end. But sometimes they go too far. So far that it garners visceral reactions online. To say they have not taken the victory of former President Trump, President-elect Donald Trump well, would be the understatement of the century. Yesterday, the first day, they tried to keep it together because they know how much we want to see them melt down, but they couldn't stop themselves today. They were talking about Alyssa Farah Griffin, formerly worked for Trump. Now she's an anti-Trumper because I think it just pays a lot more to be an anti-Trumper. She's on The View, and she's talking about this town. She's still a Republican. She's talking about this town that's really close to the U.S. border with Mexico, and in this particular town, it's, I think, something like 97% Hispanic, okay? The town went 75% for Donald Trump. And as she's speaking and saying this, Sonny Hostin chimes in and says, misogyny, it's sexism. And she wouldn't let Alyssa Farah Griffin, who was getting very frustrated at this point, finish. And she just gets sexism. It's sexism. Now, I'm trying to think about this, and yeah, Latinos voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016. She won the Latino vote. And they voted for Joe Biden, in large part in 2020, but he's a man. But if they voted for Hillary Clinton, and they didn't vote for Kamala Harris, and they're a border town, golly, let me think about this. Maybe the border was their actual issue and not misogyny. Not misogyny. You're now talking about a whole group of people and saying, well, just Latino men are misogynists. What about the women? Are they misogynists too? I mean, you think it's a town of 93% Hispanic men? And men only? There's women there too. Maybe it's the fact that they're like 5 minutes from the border and they actually see what's happening. And they don't like it. And I think Democrats, they had this idea, and I warned them about this years ago. I said, you want to bring in all these Latinos, and you want to make them legal, and you want to get them to vote because you think they're going to vote for you. Latinos, I've grown up with them. They've been some of my best friends. They're very Christian, and they're very old school, and they're very traditional. You think they're going to go for this crazy stuff you're selling? I know literally like a dozen Latinos that are actually close to me in my life right now. 0 of them voted for Kamala Harris. 100% of them voted for Donald Trump. And to the point where they would ask me every day for a year, you think we're going to win this? Are we going to win this? Are we really going to win this thing? Can we win this thing? For a year. Nobody mentioned she's a woman. Not one of them said to me she's a woman. Many of them were women themselves. Nobody cared that she was a woman. Because they were asking me, when Biden was the nominee, they wanted Trump to win. You're so locked in your own echo chamber that you cannot fathom that people don't think like you. Al Sharpton yesterday talking about black men, saying black men are misogynists. Because he couldn't fathom that there are black men that just don't think like him. Sonny Hostin, she's Latino. She cannot fathom that there are Latinos who do not think like her. These people are so in their ivory towers of elitism that they just lost touch with regular people like us. That's all it is. Guys, I want to know what you think about this because there's a scuttlebutt now that she's going to get axed, and I think she should. I think she should. Yesterday, she called white women uneducated, and today she called Latinos misogynists. She's insulted 2 massive groups of people in 2 days, and by the way, both of those groups are big watchers of your show. Yeah, I think her career is in a lot of jeopardy. Let me know what you think in the comments.